last month we saw the videos of Sir Tom Finney again and fantastic things he achieved in your career. So it must make you feel really humble to pick up this award tonight and name it.
I think humbled's the biggest understatement ever. I mean, Sir Tom Finney, one of the greats of English football. Makes it extra special that my granddad actually played with Sir Tom Finney. My granddad was capped 3 times for England on all 3 occasions. Sir Tom Finney was in that lineup along with Stanley Matthews and Jackie Milburn, Billy Wright, Stan Mortis, and some greats of the game. So, you know, from a family perspective, it makes it that little bit extra special. But yeah, proud, honoured, humbled. There's words can't describe how I feel at this present time.
Was there any particular stories that stand out which Jack, who I believe was your grandfather, told you about?
Well, unfortunately for me, you know, my granddad passed away when I was 15, a year short of me, you know, getting a professional contract, and it's one of my biggest regrets of my life, really. You know, that fact that he didn't actually see me turn pro, because he was the one that used to take me in the back garden when all my friends were out doing other things and sitting on street corners on Hartlepool and playing on the swings. I'd be out practicing heading, control, chesting, laying it back to him. You know, all the little things that you need to do when you're younger to practice to become a professional footballer. And yeah, I'm absolutely devastated that he never got to see me play. But I've got all the memorabilia. He even won the FA Cup with Derby County in 1946 on the only one occasion Derby County have won the FA Cup. So I have some fantastic memories. Unfortunately, he wasn't there to tell me the stories, or I can't remember. But to pick up this award, my nana's still alive, which was my granddad's wife, and she's still friends with the Finney family. It makes it extra special.
Steve, it's been an incredible career you've had. You're now back at Bournemouth working in the scouting department. How is that now? How have you found the transition from, you know, you're still a cult hero, but from playing to working on the other side of the fence?
Yeah, it's difficult. I'm not going to lie. It doesn't matter how much you get told. You know, when it actually happens, it's, you know, you live in a bubble as a footballer, and although I knew it was going to burst sometime along the line, and you sort of come to terms with it a little bit when it actually pops, it is devastating, because you become institutionalised in the sport and everything about that goes along with being a footballer. You know, whether it's in the dressing room or travelling away with the lads, with the supporters. You know, I still have that rapport with the players and supporters, but it's not the same as turning out on a Saturday in that 11 and getting the buzz of playing, scoring, winning. You know, but you know, I'm with a club I love. I'm had a fantastic opportunity being head of recruitment. I'm ambassador for the club as well, and I love it. And the fact that we're in the Championship is brilliant for the football club. You know, it's the one wish I had when I was playing for Bournemouth, to get into the Championship. It's the one thing that eluded my career, to play at the next level. Fortunately, it came a year too late for me. You know, I was nearly 41, so I think the Championship might have been a little bit too far for me. But I'm so proud of what I've achieved, and I'm so proud of the football club and where they've come. I think it's fantastic for the town, and to be part of it still. Long may that continue.
Steve, just the last one on this season. It's been a really good one in the Championship, mid-table at the moment. You know, things look to be progressing well. Where do you see the club actually going, maybe in the next few years, like under the guidance of one of your close friends, Eddie?
Well, with a manager who I think is one of the best managers around, not just in the Championship but in England in general, and the owner who's prepared to put, you know, not just his money in, but, you know, it's prepared to make the club go in the right direction. What we don't want to do is stand still, because clubs get to a point, I believe, and then they think, right, we've achieved what we want to achieve, and we stand still. Now, it doesn't matter if you just take a small step at a time, but you've got to keep moving forward, and we do that in every department. It's not just on the field, it's off it, it's my department, it's the commercial department, media department, whatever it is. And as a football club, we've come on in abundance of late, and we've got to keep doing that. Now, next season we'll have had a year's experience in the Championship. You know, 90% of that team at the moment hasn't played Championship football, so they're going to be so more beneficial for that, with 1 or 2 maybe signings, which would be obviously down to me and my scouting department. Hopefully we can make a push next season. I know the owner has aspirations to push on. I don't want to be here telling you we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and this is where we want to be. You know, because nobody wants to make predictions and then they don't come true. But, you know, as a club, we're going to move forward, and, you know, if we can be in and around the playoffs next season, I think that will be the next progression. Whether we do that or not, you know, remains to be seen. But we're definitely a club moving forward.
Do you look at a club like Southampton just down the road on the south coast, the way they walk through English talent using the youth system? I know Bournemouth brought a few.
Oh, we do.
A lot of players in the past and
Yeah.
still now. Is that a way of progressing, do you think, bringing through that young English talent?
We have to, and our academy is fantastic. Obviously, we're up against Southampton, and we've seen what they've done, and it's fabulous what they've done in the South Coast. The players that have come through there. Adam Lallana was one of our players when he was a teenager. What we've got to do, we've got to hold on to them type of players and make sure they stay at Bournemouth. With Eddie, the gaffer's guidance, looking over the youth team. We've got Carl Fletcher now, an ex-player who's heading the youth department with Joe Roach, and we've got to bring them players through. I know we've got an owner who's willing to put his hand in his pocket, but at the end of the day, you've got to bring your homegrown players through, and for us it's vital. We've seen what Southampton have done, and we've got to look at a club like Southampton and say we're going to try and replicate you, because Southampton were in the same position as us last season. They got promoted out of League One, they went straight in the Championship, they got promoted the next season. Okay, we haven't done that, but we've definitely made a progression, and we've surprised a few people, and we play fantastic football, and that'll be the attraction for the young players today that go to Bournemouth Football Club. You're going to play good football. We play the right way. For me, we're a club who's achieving at the moment, and long may that continue as well.